From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we bring you Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Pena avoids the first pitch for ball one. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Slap the other way, foul. Just getting started here in Toronto. Pitch misses there.
Ball one.
And the count even 1-1.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. Getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
No, he's
Checks
in
over
there.
to first, back safely. The 1-1.
8-2.
Got him. And one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singing, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective, look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball, because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Foul ball there. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And a 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time, and that is that. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in Toronto. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Mike Burrows. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets...
There's a swing and a drive. But won't make it there after the bad jump. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Man at second. He boots it. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Out to short. Slings to first in time.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. A little out front there as he swings through it. Runner at second, 2 down. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The 2-run shot. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball down the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
So 2 down, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Hey! The 0-1. On the ground. Altuve. Play made, that ends the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
Hey. An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Gets him to chase after that one. And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And here is Yainer Diaz.
Hey!
Fought off foul. And the 0-2. Just
off the plate,
missed.
ball one.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
That
Nope.
one misses.
Outside.
Full count now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
And now Joey Loperfido.
Hey!
The 0-1. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. Down to the bottom of the second. Blue Jays 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Oh, great stop. Over to first, and they get the out.
Batting 7, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And a ground ball to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all in the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now here is Ernie Clement.
Hey!
Strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Savage back to work. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Inside.
That's inside.
And the count is 2-0. Just missed. And there's the automatic. Gets the outside corner with that one. In the air, center field. Varsho under it. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Raynel Delgado.
So next up for Houston, Raynel Delgado. That clears the zone, and a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Outside low, and a full count now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Houston lineup turns over. And next is the designated hitter, Jeremy Pena. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. On the ground to the left. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Blue Jays 2 and the Astros nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Foul ball. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Loperfido on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. Doubled leading off the ball game. Then came around to score the first run of the game.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Quick toss to first.
No, he's
and
in.
Springer's in there safely.
Well, We call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one finds the zone. That is strike two. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Oh, and 2 now.
That's out.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One and 2 here. Springer on the run. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Springer leads off first with 1 away. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Flares it into the outfield. Brings it in.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They're up 2-0. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the 3rd.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
Walker, the next to hit, takes outside. Pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Astros.
Now, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 1 so far. Ripped to right, base hit. Walker rounds second on his way to 3rd. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next for the Astros.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here.
Ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Just
Ball, that's
missed.
out.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Yainer Diaz waiting to hit for Houston. Two on, one out. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And that'll load the bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Golden opportunity right here. Going one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The 0-1. Line to right, base hit. One runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Joey Loperfido. He's 0 for 1. That's in there. Strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Just off the outside corner. Ball one.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Stepping in, Jake Myers. And that one fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Out to short. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Grounded out his first time up.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings through that one.
That's a
excellent
ball.
arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And there's a ball. Stays alive.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. And it's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball. Here's a high chopper. The throw to first, and that is out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Grounded out his first time up.
No, inside. Ball 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
No question about this one. It's out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Hey! Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Raynel Delgado.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that one fouled off.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The other way,
That ball's
and
foul.
foul ball. Here's a 1-2.
That's
Really
ball
good
two.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in safely. It's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder Jordan Alvarez.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, here's Jordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one hammered but pulled foul. Man at second.
That's a ball.
Ball to strike. The pitch. In the dirt. The 2-1. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Line drive to short and caught.
That at-bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And now it's Christian Walker. 1 for 2.
All 1.
And another ball.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Man on second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And it remains 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now a chance for Isaac Paredes.
Oh, that pitch is out.
The 1-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
What a stop. And very nicely done for the out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Grounds 1 to short. Delgado fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Designated hitter, George.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. One out, runner at second. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a little roller right side. Fires over to first. That's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Gets the call. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was. I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Tommy Nance will take over here.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He is struck out, and he is walked. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That clips the corner. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Fisher getting loose as well.
Ball. Nope, outside.
It's just foul. Smoked on the ground a second. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. A walk, and he's also singled.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That one ripped, but foul. Nance measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is downstairs. Nance sets, fires. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So next up for Houston, Joey Loperfido. Two down, nobody on. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Astros go down 1-2-3, still down by a count of 4-2. Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 64. He last pitched 2 days ago. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk, and it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Slapped foul.
Ball.
Activity in the Houston bullpen. Steven Okert, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. King getting cranked up as well. Try to get him to
that ball
chase
went
on
out.
a changeup that time. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Comes a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next
Ball
pitch
three.
misses. Full count now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Paredes tosses across to first, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
For the Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. He's already homered here in this one. And that's outside. The 1-2.
Ball two.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there are two outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto has grounded out a couple of times.
Ball in.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Sanchez really thriving with the bat this season here at home. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Generally not the type of great play you expect from a first baseman, but he does a great job of hauling that one down.
We go to the top of the seventh, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And next to hit for Houston, Raynel Delgado.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Got it. First base.
Up next for the Astros, the designated hitter.
So back to the top of the order. Jeremy Pena will hit next. 1 for 3.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Move to second, and he's back in on a dive. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Clement should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tommy Nance is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Now to the bullpen for the Jays, Tyler Rogers.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 3 in this one.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
That one misses.
That's out.
Ball 1. The Blue Jays trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Clement over to first, and that's the inning. One left for Houston. They trail it here 4-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
They say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Ball 1. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Here's Andres Jimenez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one fouled off. The 0-2.
Inside ball.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Myers makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 64 won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Steven Oker gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter is George Springer. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's outside.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ball.
That just
that's
misses.
down.
Ball 3.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Got him swinging for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
Inside, ball 1.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. The Jays leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th. Foul ball. And the 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out to short, Jimenez. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. In there at the knees. And a foul ball.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
The 0-2.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 2.
Just
outside,
off the outside edge. Diaz waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
2 down, nobody on. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler Rogers won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Diaz,
ball 1.
The next to hit, takes ball 1. Altuve off of first with 2 away.
Yeah.
Out number 3. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Astros 2. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 8th. Nathan Lucas digs in now. First offering and it just misses.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's a 2-0. Line drive, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runner on the move. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Ground ball up the middle. The flip. There's one and two. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Nope. Ball, that's outside.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. And he's out.
Yeah, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Astros 2. Back now in Toronto. All set to start the 9th in this one. Joey Loperfido now at the plate. Late swing, foul to the left. And that's outside.
That's out.
And the count is 1-1. Hoffman, in his 8th season, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Hit on the ground to the right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder Jake Myers.
Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Hey.
He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. So they're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's a ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Blue Jays trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. And just 1 out remaining for Houston.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So it's their last chance in this one. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Raynel Delgado. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Nope, that's down.
It's amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Just off the inside edge.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
2 down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Sanchez on his way in. And that'll do it.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton.